Fire raining down from the skies, and fish, dead fish. That's what I saw, and I felt the energy behind your cards. Now, this is all signs, so everybody might be feeling some sort of this energy, which seems to be the energy of like a natural disaster, or natural disasters are a theme for your week. Maybe that's just your attention. You know, you're paying more attention to disasters, natural disasters, climate change, and that's a theme for your week. Because also the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is what you're considering. It's like sitting with your memories, or sitting with the things you've researched, with the things you've read, you know, like mulling over all that information. That's the Four of Cups. So everybody might have this crop up as a theme for you this week. And it also kind of gave me the vibe of lack, like shortages. So, you know, with the fish bones, it's always a sign of lack, but they also gave me a vibe of death. Like, you know, the natural disaster kills a bunch of fish. There's a food shortage because there's no fish. That seems to be the energy. Maybe this will literally happen, I hope not. But this could just be a concern. This could be a topic of conversation, because we should be concerned about our resources, right? Especially when these things happen, and I think they have been happening more often. Now, I did also see one last thing, which just gave me a vibe of nature spirit. So it was like pan pipes, you know, that flute that the god Pan plays, the satyr, you know, plays as part of his whole persona, his whole shtick. And Pan is all about like nature energy. That's the god Pan, is like the wild and nature. At least that's one of his aspects. So again, it's all going back to environmentalism. Let's pull more cards and see if we can get more information. Actually, I'm going to leave the Four of Cups on the board. We're just going to pull more cards from the top just to see what else there is. The Lovers, Six of Wands, and the Five of Wands. What we want to fight for. What do we want to fight for? And that's what we've been considering, or maybe what we need to fight for, right? Like we have to fight for the environment, or we won't have a place to live. That kind of a thing. The Lovers is what we want to sign up for. The Five of Wands is the fight, and the Six of Wands is to try to win the fight. And like I said, I think this all has to do with some kind of environmental, or maybe even has to do with animals, that kind of a thing. Nature, has to do with nature. Okay, let's pull oracle cards. See if we can find out more information, and then I'm going to pull advice for everybody on what the best way to go about this is, or just to see what there is for advice. So, any more information on the god Pan, the deity Pan, the Pan pipes, the natural disaster, the raining fire, and the dead fish, all of that. Any more information for the collective, all signs? Gemini. Gemini's the conversation. Again, it's more about, I think, the fact that we need to discuss these things. We need to be aware of these things, and it's becoming a topic of conversation this week. The mouth. I can't even believe that. As I said conversation, the mouth came out. So yeah, it's shining a light, the torch on the bottom, shining a light and bringing awareness to these topics. It's going to be a main thing for this week. Let's see if there's anything else. Wow. Why is it the topic of conversation? Because natural disasters are happening. Look, Pluto, that is intensity. That is, oh shit, there's a shortage or something intense. It can be anything. But in this case, it's because these things are happening. And there is an emotional reaction. People are just reacting to it. People are concerned. The moon, Pluto, and the rope. They're like, this shit be going down. What do we do about it? And people are concerned about resources and sustainability. People are concerned about sustainability. All right. So let's pull some advice. I mean, I'm not sure what the advice is, except, yes, pass the word along, right? If everyone is aware of this, society improves. But other than that, what kind of advice is there for everybody? What kind of, what else can we be doing about this? Or what other advice is there for the collective? All signs. What's the advice? What's the advice for everybody? Saturn and honey. Saturn and honey is, it's like, if you want to fight for it, if you love something, then you should stand up for it. I mean, that's what it's saying, is you should, Saturn is protective energy, because it's father energy, or like it's one of its energies. But anyway, let's see what else we have. Yeah, Sagittarius is very much activism, right? Sagittarius a lot of times are activists. The heart, You have to be willing to go the distance, Sagittarius, for what you want to protect. 8 is another protective number. 8 is a number for protection. So there's a lot here about saying that, yeah, get behind. It's good to get behind the things that you love, and you should try to protect the things that you love and you want to invest in. That's reality. I mean, this is good advice. If you're already doing this, then continue to do this. If this is just coming into your awareness, well, time to step up and participate, you know? That's the advice. Let's see what's on the bottom. The ear. It's the topic of conversation, and then Virgo brings focus. It's like a magnifying glass that really narrows down the analytical information. People are just talking about this, and everybody's talking about it. The rabbit, the sword is, it's like shining, it's bringing attention to a very specific topic, Virgo. And so you may as well join in, because it's worth talking about. It's a conversation that you should participate in. Everybody should participate in the environment on some level. You know, everybody can do something on some level, and everybody should be aware and should be invested on some level. And that's the advice. All right, I think I'm done preaching. That was very preachy, but that's also just what the cards were saying. So, I mean, it is what it is. But with that, I hope you guys did enjoy that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow the channel if you guys want to see more of these videos. And also check out Patreon below if you guys want to support my work. See you guys next time.